morning, everybody. Happy April 7th. It's weird being on in the morning.
Yeah, we
usually
don't normally do this in the morning.
Yeah, usually we're on our other channel at
7
7
every
o'clock
Tuesday night.
on our Charleston area living channel. But we thought we would do something a little different today and see how a daytime live would go.
It's
and
not because you think I'm too tired at night when we do the lives at 7 o'clock, is it?
It's not. It's because you're leaving me today.
I am leaving you today. Yeah. Taking the family down to Disney tomorrow. And have you looked at the weather for Florida for the next 72 hours?
No, I have not.
Massive amounts of rain.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We were going to go to St. Augustine tomorrow and do the tour around town, and it's like a total rain out. Couple inches of rain coming tomorrow in Florida.
Oh, so, that is awful.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
Well, it's not going to be horrible weather here in we're talking about Hardeeville today. Yeah. So let me just throw up that screen. So this looks pretty nice weather.
Nice beginning of April.
Yeah. For Hardeeville. Obviously we talk about all of South Carolina. If this is your first time joining in, definitely let us know where you're joining from in the comments. We would love to hear where you're calling in from or watching in from. Yep. And then during the show, if you have any questions, drop those down in the comments too, yep, and we will try to answer those. But I will take this weather all day long, all week long, all year long. There's nothing below a 69 for a high.
This would be nice. I would take this 12 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you had this in Florida?
I do. It's here in South Carolina, coming from the north, which you and I both did, we had 4 very different seasons. Mm-hmm. Now it's, if I could get this maybe 11 months out of the year, and then I guess a fall for 1 month and this for 11 months.
You'd be okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, but our team has been nominated for Best of South Carolina. So if you're watching and you want to help us, we would love for you to do that. You can just scan this QR code here. It's on the guide to southcarolina.com is where you would nominate us. But if you go to this QR code right below our picture, it says vote for us, and we would love your vote. And it just kind of helps our team, gets our name out there a little bit more. We've helped people pretty much all over the state. We've got a guy that lives up in the Greenville market. Yep. We've helped down in Hardeeville, Hilton Head, and Bluffton. And then, of course, in the Somerville market is where we do a lot of our business. And then up in Myrtle Beach as well. Yeah. And we've even had a couple of people that we've had referral agents of ours jump in. Yep. And help in Columbia, too. So that's why we say we can cover the whole state. Kind of
cover the whole state. And we're going to be talking about the 55-plus world here today. And one of the newest places that we're discussing is down at Four Seasons in Hardeeville. Yeah. And so we've done a ton of work with Four Seasons here in the Somerville market. There's Four Seasons neighborhoods all around the country, but we become a big fan of the one here in Somerville. So we were super excited to see that there's a new neighborhood coming down in Hardeeville. A lot of people are familiar with that area because obviously the competition, Del Webb Sun City, is very big down there. Mm-hmm. But it's approaching the end of its build out phase. They got one more section coming.
That's right.
But having a brand new neighborhood with Four Seasons, which we're big fans of. We've loved the builder Khovanian here in Somerville. So today we wanted to talk with Jackie down there. And so find out a little bit about what's going on, some of the amenities, the types of houses, and the different things that are coming in the neighborhood. We were down there
couple weeks ago.
Well, we were down there about a year ago when they were just started moving dirt.
Yeah.
And then we were down there and we actually saw model houses up and lots of spec homes coming.
Jackie got us in early. Yeah. So if you go back maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, you'll kind of see some of the previews. It's still a little rough looking because there's a lot of construction still going on.
Every video we do is rough looking because we're not
because we're in it.
Listen, we know we're not pretty. We get it.
Yeah.
But we do the best we can.
Well, let's bring Jackie on. Yeah. She is a lot better looking than both of us.
Clearly.
And here she is. Hey, Jackie, how's it going?
Jackie. Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Jackie used to live up here in the Somerville area too, Mount Pleasant, right, Jackie?
Yes. Yeah. I lived in Mount Pleasant for about 5 years.
Yeah. So she is well versed on the entire state, just
Yeah.
like we are. But she is the one opening this brand new community. So give us a couple of highlights, Jackie, of what you're liking about the neighborhood so far. How many people have already started building in there? I know you have 17 quick move-in homes. So give us the high level, and then we'll get into questions.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Yeah,
It's
thanks for
funny.
being on.
We met years ago in Mount Pleasant when we were selling a new community down there. So I love your videos. I send your videos to everybody. So we have just opened last month. So we're located in Hardeeville. So it's another Four Seasons built by Khovanian homes. It's just a little bit different from what you've seen in the past. We're building similar floor plans to the ones that are offered in Cane Bay, which is located up in Somerville. But the Four Seasons at Hilton Head Lakes is a brand new community. Buyers are really liking the exclusiveness of it. So it's located about 30 minutes to Hilton Head, 30 minutes to Savannah, about hour and a half to 2 hours to Charleston. So we're right by the highway of I-95. So close access to all these big great cities that people are visiting. The community is only 312 home sites. So it's very small. It's much smaller than the other active adult communities that we're familiar with. 6 floor plans that we're offering. And we have what's called the New Looks program, which I think you guys have seen in the Charleston market coming.
Yep. Pivoted there about 6-9 months ago.
Yeah.
We switched over to that.
Yep. Yeah. So it's more like a curated collection. And if you guys want to, I think those are probably on your videos that you posted. Do you want me to go a little bit more details of what the community offers?
Actually, yeah, we're going to go into that. I got a few questions about the houses. So the first thing is, people don't always understand, coming from different parts of the country, that there's really 3 ways in this market to buy homes with most builders. And actually, I want to get the first one out of the way. Say the name of the company correctly, because we've screwed up 1,000 times, and then I'm going to ask for your permission to refer. Is it offensive to say Khov? Is that like a no? Is that we shouldn't do that?
Of course. That's
Okay,
totally
so we
fine.
can say Khov. And
Yeah,
the correct way is
Khovanian. Yes.
All right. So I'm going to stick with Khov because we butchered it.
We butcher it all
Too
the
many
time.
times. So in South Carolina, typically with builders, we see a lot of spec homes, and then in neighborhoods, there's resales. Obviously, this is a brand new neighborhood of you guys, so there's going to be no resales available right now. Let's talk about how you are building. So a little bit different. Explain the difference between a spec home, which you have 17 of right now, versus coming in and saying, hey, I want to pick this model, put it on this lot, and then pick this package.
Sure. So yes, to your point, we do offer quick move-in homes, and we also have to-be-built lots. So you can come in, you can choose a home site from scratch, choose your floor plan, your elevation, all of your design options, and your upgrades. So we have option A. And for those buyers who maybe have their home listed already, they're under contract, or they're thinking about listing their home sooner, we have quick move-in options, which historically we've called spec homes. And what's great about the quick move-in homes is we fully upgrade those homes. So they're going to look like our model homes. In the past, us, along with most builders, would deck out their model homes, and you would see $100,000, $200,000 in upgrades. And most buyers don't upgrade to that point. So what you see now with Khovanian is we're building our model homes with options that we offer that aren't astronomical. So our model homes and our quick move-in homes are going to replicate themselves. And you'll see in our model homes here in Hardeeville, we have the loft look, the farmhouse look, and the classic look. And you'll be able to see that in each model home. And our quick move-ins look just like those.
Yeah, we've found this to be the case. You're absolutely right with Khov, is that when we see the model homes, they almost always look exactly like if somebody would have come in and picked all their everything anyway. So, it is definitely not a stripped down version. The model homes have all the great stuff in that most people would put in.
You're talking the spec homes.
The spec homes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And so you guys are doing 3 different palettes, let's say there. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So we have the farmhouse look, the loft look, and the classic look. So they're curated collections. So we offer 3 different collections here.
Do you have a feeling yet from your sales and what you see coming on which one's going to be the most popular?
Definitely the classic. So
Classic,
the classic
okay.
is great. It's a little bit more traditional. So you'll see upper glass cabinets, thick thick crown molding. If you click over to the classic look, and then you'll see the brushed nickel throughout the entire home. And that was the loft look. And then farmhouse is going to have all black hardware, burlap shelves. And then the classic is a little bit more traditional. And I think we see this a lot in like the Charleston market as well. They're all popular, but I would say the classic is definitely a top seller.
So you guys have all the new models. A lot of our people have been watching their channels for a while, and so they've seen the old models that were replaced about a year ago with the Four Seasons brand. What led towards that?
The new collections?
Yes.
It's a nationwide initiative that we're able to now offer. We're basically bulk ordering. So we have a direct supply through Khovanian. Instead of relying on all these outside companies, we have a direct supply within Khovanian now. So when we're ordering materials, we can, order materials for all of our communities at the same time. And with that, being able to offer these collections, we can, keep our prices lower than what we were in the past, because we don't have 1,000 different options in one community that we don't offer in other communities. It's something that, it's a streamlined process offering. We still have options, you have structural options, you have design options, but it's a lot more streamlined. It takes you 10 minutes to price out a home now because so many things are just inclusive.
Yeah, good point. We used to sit there for an hour. When we're picking the everything.
And at that point, you go to contract and you still don't know your design options because you have a design center appointment. So here with the looks, your under cabinet lighting is included, your wall oven is included, the vaulted ceilings are standard, the tray ceilings are standard. So all of these things are just included, and you're just choosing your colors at that point.
So what other decisions do people have to make when it comes to structural? That includes what?
Structural options would be a gas fireplace, and we offer different fireplaces with paneling up the wall, shiplap up to the wall. It's all gas fireplace. We offer, you've seen these beautiful 15-foot multi-sliders.
Yep.
They open 2 doors wide. So the 15-foot sliding glass door would be a structural option that I would not let you purchase if you don't add that option.
It kind of sells itself. Once you see it in the model, it's hard to unsee.
Yes.
They're just so beautiful.
And you get a lot of light because if you don't have the multi-slider, you have 2 windows plus a sliding glass door, but it's just really comes down to the outdoor living, low country lifestyle that you spend so much time out, on your back porch. So we do include the covered patio and very large size patios here. The option would be to screen that in. I do have some buyers under contract that opted out of a screen porch because they want to, glass it in, or they want to make it into like a Four Seasons room. Appliances, you can still upgrade, and you can add ceiling beams. You've seen like the big stain beams, or you can do white ceiling beams with shiplap in between. And there's a few others, but it's pretty streamlined. There's not a lot of structural options anymore because the floor plans are kind of, you're not adding in a vaulted ceiling because we just build it that way.
So when you come in and you say, okay, I like this model in this package, like you said, it's about a 15-minute price out now to do this. Whereas it used to take a lot longer in the past, for sure. Is there any different lots for different sized homes? So are there different lot sizes, or can I put any model on any property that you guys have coming up?
Good question. It's going to be similar to the Somerville Cane Bay. So we do have currently we have 2 collections. We have a river collection and a marsh collection. One is going to be 40 feet wide. So the homes are 40 feet wide. And then the second collection is 50 foot wide. So a 40-foot wide home is, for the most part, it's going to be built on a 52 or a 62 foot wide lot. So we have really great spacing here between the homes, 20 to 30 feet between each home, which is a lot more than you'll see in a lot of active adult communities locally. So to your point on that site plan, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. The right side, the green home sites are going to fit our larger 50-foot wide homes. And then the blue home sites are going to accommodate the 40-foot wide homes. So we do have that huge lake going in behind there too.
We've got a lot of them back to woods, back to water. The homes that are backed to another home, are we doing berms in this neighborhood?
There's no berms on those home sites. So those are
Okay.
zero premium. You know, those are going to definitely be the budget cautious.
Okay.
You get a beautiful home, but if you don't mind backing up to another home, you could do a tree. We do offer fences. And that section that backs up to other homes, the lots are a little bit deeper than they would be if you were on a wooded home site. So you do have a
Okay.
little bit
So the
more
house
space
isn't quite as
between.
close as it would
It's
be
not
on
as
another
close.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no berms here.
And I guess, Mark, two things on the thing. If you can click on comments just to make sure we haven't gotten any questions. I think on.
There's no red dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when I try to tell Mark how to do something on the computer. I just totally screwed that up. All right, so big property. It's going to be 300 homes, whereas Cane Bay version of this is 3-4 times that when it's going to be all done.
Double, I think. It's
Double?
almost 1,000 homes. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
3 times almost. But you've got smaller. So are we going to see, a large decrease in amenities? Because obviously, the more homes there are paying into an HOA, the more we can have in amenities. Let's run through what you have available
Sure.
in this neighborhood.
Sure. Yeah, you're going to see the amenities that Cane Bay has on a smaller scale because, again, there's only 312 home sites here. We do have the on-site golf course. So it's a public golf course. It's pay to play. So there's no special membership fee to be a part of the golf course. I do have buyers that are under contract or thinking about moving here that don't golf. So maybe their husband wants to go, hit a few golf balls, but you're not paying a premium to live here because of the golf course.
Nice.
Our on-site amenities are going to be an outdoor pool, a clubhouse with a fitness center, billiards. We do have an indoor golf simulator, which is fun.
Oh, good.
A
Mark's
dog park.
loving that.
Yeah.
A dog park, pickleball courts, and bocce ball courts. And then we have walking trails around the lake. HOA is going to be $400 a month, and that includes your lawn maintenance and your irrigation for your lot and all the amenities. And then we'll also still have a lifestyle director, similar to Cane Bay, coordinating events, activities, doing clubs and things with the residents.
And if you guys are anything like any other neighbors that we've seen come up in the 55 plus space, even though it's a new neighborhood, that lifestyle director, there's going to be activities and clubs and groups coming pretty quickly. And
Yeah.
I'm guessing even before the amenity center is opened up. What's the timeline of the amenity center? We still a couple years out on that?
Oh, no, we're in permitting for the amenity center. So we should
wonderful.
be breaking ground in May, and it should be done by the following May. So we're about a year away.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty
So
close.
you mentioned golf. This is part of a master, a larger community. So you've got the Khov, the Four Seasons inside. There's other non-55 plus neighborhoods out there also, and includes the golf. Are there any other amenities outside of golf, outside of your neighborhood that are available?
Not to us. So this is going to be Four Seasons at Hilton Head Lakes is a gated 55 plus community. So it's
Okay.
a gated community within Hilton Head Lakes. So Hilton Head Lakes, to your point, is a master plan. It's going to be, I believe, about 5,000 homes once it's completed. But there's been other builders in here in the past. They have their own amenities, which they share among the other homeowners that live in the community. But our amenities will be completely separate and exclusive for our residents that are active adult. We won't share amenities and vice versa.
Is there golf cart paths throughout the whole property?
Yeah, golf cart paths, biking paths. You see people walking their dogs. So we do have access to share those amenities, the
Okay.
walking paths.
So you can golf cart to
big
the golf
lake out
course.
front. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And you can take your own golf cart on the golf course, so you don't have to rent one from Hilton Head Lakes Golf Course.
Okay.
I know medical is super close, like literally around the corner. I know a lot of people are worried about that. What about like retail? Is there any planned retail for the front of the neighborhood that you'd be able to golf cart to, or is it maybe 5 or 10 minutes away for everything?
Our people like to take a golf cart to a restaurant.
Yes. So Hilton Head Lakes used to have a restaurant on site years ago,
Okay.
but there wasn't enough homes here to keep
Sure.
that really to keep that going. So they did close down. I wasn't here back then, but I heard it was a very good Italian restaurant. So we're hoping now with more homes, Margaritaville, Sun City, Hilton Head Lakes being developed, that someone will come in and have a restaurant. So that would be great, but I can't promise anything. Hardeeville is up and coming. So, Hilton Head Island was built, then Bluffton was built out next, and now Hardeeville is that next area that they're building out. So it's not really commercialized yet, but there is what's called South Point is being developed. and they're supposed to have retail shopping. There's supposed to be new doctor's offices coming in. So in about 5 to 10 years, you're going to see a lot of growth. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get there. Closest grocery store is about 8 minutes from here. So right down 278. So you're still close to shopping, restaurants, Old Town Bluffton. It's just not, you can't ride your golf cart to it.
You said it was gated, and that's included in the $400 a month. Lawn care, lawn maintenance is included. I assume that if they have a fence, they are responsible for the grass behind the fence. Yes.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And then are pools allowed in the neighborhood?
Pools are allowed. There's just not too many home sites that accommodate a pool. But if we found a home site that did, which we do have a few, that yes, a pool, you can do an in-ground pool.
Okay. And then you said there was going to be a dog park. Is it a big dog, little dog, or one dog park?
One dog park, but it's pretty good size.
All right. So the big dogs need to get
Okay.
along with little dogs. Everybody needs to play
And
nice.
there's tons of walking trails too.
Yeah, that we noticed that driving around, especially when you get outside of what Four Seasons is going to be. That's a great, a lot of great paths and pretty neighborhood to go out and
Beautiful
bike.
back there. Yeah.
I mean, I think you get 10, 15-mile bike ride out easy.
Oh, I would think so.
Inside the whole complex.
The neighborhood,
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty big by the time it's done with those other builders that are in there and all of that. The other thing I like about this neighborhood is it's super close to I-95.
It is.
So if you're a traveling person, this might be a great lock it and leave it type place where you come down and visit, and maybe you want to go down to Florida or go to the other parts of the Southeast. It really allows you to do that.
How long until feet in the sand if you're a beach person?
About 30 minutes.
Okay.
Hilton Head
So
Island.
even closer than in Somerville, probably.
Yeah. And then you're thinking about, the Costco. There's the Costco in Savannah. So if you just want to, hopefully another one comes here soon to the Bluffton, Hilton Head area. But we do have a close Costco about 20 minutes away. So you just hop on I-95. You want to go to downtown Savannah, downtown Charleston. Very, very close access.
So how long to get to downtown Savannah?
Let's map it right now. I'm on my phone. So
I do
I
that
would
all the
say
time.
right now, this current moment, downtown Savannah, I would say about 20, 25 minutes. Let's see.
So Mark just went
37
down,
minutes right now.
37. There must be a little
That's
accident somewhere in
downtown.
between.
Yeah.
Mark was down in Savannah
time.
last weekend, and it's just, if you've never been to Savannah, even if you're not going to live down this area, you got to come down and spend some time
It's
in
so pretty
Savannah.
down
It's
here.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. It was my birthday last weekend, before the weekend before Easter. So we took the train, the Amtrak train, which I had never been on, from Charleston down to Savannah, took an Uber downtown, ate breakfast, and spent all day there on the trolley that you hop on and off of. So it was just a great day because it forced you to look for other things, because it's not like I could just jump in my car and drive back
They
home.
wouldn't adjust the train schedule for Mark
They
Klim?
would not. They would not.
You don't
I'm
have as much
a little
sway as I
upset. with
thought
that,
you did.
yeah. but yeah, it was a great time, and being that close to Savannah with this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think I would do a lot more visits there.
It's gorgeous. I like going down and staying at the Marriott there, and they've got the balconies overlooking the river that comes in where the big cargo ships go by.
Yeah.
And so just sit and watch cargo ships come in. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, so Khov, we've done tons of work with them here. We're really impressed with the builder, but obviously, when we work with our clients, we're involved in the whole process. Through the home inspections. One great thing about building from the ground up there is you have the ability to do 2 home inspections, a pre-drywall and then one closer to close. And then they're assigned a specific building manager. Can you talk a little bit about what the communication is through the whole process, and how long is that process if they wanted to build from the ground up?
Sure. I can speak to Hardeeville here now. So even if you're doing a quick move in as a spec home, you still get updated throughout the process. You still do have opportunities for inspections depending on the stage of construction. So we'll start with a to-be built. If your client comes in and wants to do a to-be built, start from scratch, you would choose your home site, choose all of your selections. It's going to take about 4 months to go through drawing your blueprints, drawing your site plan, and then getting the permit from the town. And then it takes about 5 months to build. So the total process is about 9 to 10 months.
Okay.
Once we break ground, you are going to be assigned with a construction manager. So we have Andrew and Robert are the construction team here. you'd be assigned to a construction manager. And then we have what's called a pre-construction meeting. And that's just a sit down introduction meeting to meet with the builder, do a face-to-face. And from that point on, you'd start getting weekly updates. And then, both Mark and Jeff would be copied along with the buyer. You'll get weekly updates with photos from myself and from the construction team, just stating, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, next week we are pouring the foundation. This is what to expect next. Once we are through framing, mechanicals are installed, the plumbing, HVAC, all of that's completed, and we're getting ready to go into drywall, we'll have a pre-drywall meeting. And that's just your client's opportunity to see what's behind the walls, make sure all the outlets are correct, and all the can lights are correct, and you just know what's what it looks like before drywall.
Yeah.
We go through the town's inspections, and then the next inspection is going to be your pre-closing walk, and that's your final orientation. And that's kind of what everyone calls a blue-green tape walk. You walk through the home, learn how the home operates, the thermostat, the filters, and it's also your opportunity to point out any flaws with paint, nail pops, things like that. And then the next meeting would be your closing day.
That's the
So
fun
with
one.
quick move-ins, you also have that opportunity. If you purchase the home, say in framing, you could still do those inspections as well.
Right.
Some of the homes looks like, as far as on the website, they're going to be done as early as May. Is that
Yes.
still an accurate timeline, or?
Yes. Sell them,
Wow.
Mark. Sell them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we just had some price reductions too, as of yesterday. So those just hit the MLS today, and looks like they are on our website as well. So yeah, we have some quick move-in homes that can close as soon as next month, and then we have homes lined up pretty much every month after that. So really, anytime that fits what your clients are looking for. If they're looking
Is
for,
this a full 30-car garage, or is this more of like a golf cart garage here?
that's a golf cart garage, so a utility
Okay.
garage. So
Nice.
we only have one floor plan that's only a 2-car garage. Everything else will either be 2.5-car or 3-car.
Oh, I love
Wow,
that.
That's amazing.
That's different.
Yeah, that we don't see that.
No,
And
no.
I will point out, we're getting a lot of feedback on the 2.5 baths. So we also have 3 and 3.5 baths, but even our smaller floor plans, the 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath plus an office, because a lot of homes, when you see 2 bedrooms, a lot of times it's just 2 full bathrooms and they're missing that half bath. So that was interesting to me.
The Kerr is one of my favorite that I think I like so far. And those models down there, whoever did, started, decorating and putting the options in those models.
Did a nice job.
They did a really nice job. It's going to be really looking good. I can't wait to come down once they're finished so that we can, come over and do another video to update everybody.
They're finished. Come on out. We have our photographer here right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were
So
done.
smallest to biggest on just square footage. What's your smallest version? And are we doing any with second floors? Can they all be done with second floors? Tell me about that.
Sure. So our smallest floor plan, and I would say one of our most popular floor plans, is called a Taylor. So that's going to be a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3-car garage, and that's 1977 square feet. So we do have that modeled here. It's not a model home in Charleston, but they do offer that. Okay. So 1977 square feet. The model home is designed in what's called our farmhouse look. So it's gonna be our smallest floor plan. We have a quick move-in of that's priced all in at $549 as a wooded lot. So great price. Second floor plan is the Stanwyck, which you have seen in Charleston, Cane Bay. They do have a Stanwyck model home. That's 1986 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Our largest floor plan is 2738 square feet, and that's going to be a 2-story. We have two that are 2,700 square feet. One is a 2-story called the Kerr, Kerr. So it's a 2-story. The second floor would have a loft and then an ensuite. And then the other 2,700 square foot home is called the Bell, and that's really unique because that has like a mother-in-law suite in the front offering outside access. So your guest, your mother-in-law, family member, when they visit or if they're living with them,
How cool
most of the time for visitors or for your guests, they would have their own living room with a kitchenette space, a bedroom, and a full bathroom.
I love that you guys are doing that.
Yeah,
There's a shortage of that house in this market. There's not
Mm-hmm.
enough builders doing that. And then that could also be for an adult child. Yes.
Correct. Yep.
So is it 19? Any, as long as somebody's over 19, they can live in that house.
Correct. Yep.
So they could have their own special space, or separate space, kitchenette, living room, the whole deal.
So here it is on the screen. This would be their own entrance right here. I'm assuming kitchenette right in the back of this room. Here's a living room, plus their bedroom would be here. That's awesome.
Mark, if you buy this house, Andrew and I would be fine just with that.
You would
front
live in there?
I'll be fine. I'm totally enough.
And that's anywhere from 600 to 630 right now, all in.
And so this is 2,700 square foot on one level.
Yes. So even
That's
our,
the
2,400
Biggest
square foot
ramp
home
we've
is,
seen in this
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
That's really exciting.
that's really cool. Really cool.
yeah, it's a great floor plan. And then the Carver, I would point out, is by far our most popular floor plan. That's, mid-size. It's 2,455 square feet, has a great screen porch, very open concept. It's one of the 50-foot wide homes. So it's just very expansive inside. That's one of our model homes as well.
I love that you're doing so many with the golf cart garage doors on these. I think that's a win, as it was very smart of you guys to do. I want to talk a little bit about how pricing works with spec homes, because we've talked about this a lot on our channel. When they're released at X. And then people, when they see price reductions, typically it's because the home is being closer to completion and hasn't gone under contract yet. Is that kind of the standard of how it works in your neighborhood also?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, if the builder is sitting on a home and it hasn't sold at a certain point, they're going to start reducing that home to get it sold. So we do have a few quick move-ins that have been reduced almost 50,000, which is actually 53,000 and 44,000. When our standard incentive right now is 20,000. So
Okay,
there's
so even
substantial
on
difference.
what about to be built? Is there any? Do those change all the time? We've in the industry basically we see that number change. Any incentives, and sometimes no incentives. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a corporation. If they're selling out every month, then they're less likely to have incentives. What have you seen, if any, so far at the beginning of this process?
Well, when we opened, we had a VIP pricing. So we've gone up a little bit in base price because we were in VIP pricing for the first month. We were trying to get everyone who's been interested for quite some time under contract at the VIP price. We've gone up in price a little bit, and then we were offering a $25,000 incentive that has since gone down to 20,000, and it will soon go down to 15,000 after our next sale. So they do start to decrease the incentives. What you've seen, you guys have been in the business for a long time. Builders offer incentives, and they change, they fluctuate. What KHOF's trying to do is kind of streamline our incentives. So instead of seeing $100,000 discount in one community and $20,000 discount here, you're going to see a little bit more of that even flow pricing, instead of having the price up high just to show a big discount. Just doesn't really make sense anymore. So a to be built, if you were to build, our current incentive is 20,000, and it's flex cash. So you can use that to take it off the price of the home, use it towards options, use it towards closing costs. And that would be tied to either paying cash or financing with Khovanian Mortgage, which is our in-house lender. But some of our quick move-in homes are discounted heavier because they are quick move-in homes. They've been fully upgraded. They just haven't sold yet. So does that answer your question?
It sure does. And I want to give people a comfort level, because in that working with us and you versus just working with you. A lot of people think that the house costs less if I don't come in with a realtor, that the realtor costs me money. And that's just not the case the way we operate our business. So we charge X for what we do. And Khovanian has built that cost to pay realtors into the price of their home. So in essence, if you don't go in with a realtor, you're paying for something that you're not actually getting. Now, Jackie is fantastic. Is great with her clients, but at the end of the day, she works for Khovanian. And so having just an extra set of eyes, especially when there's no financial downside to going in with the realtor. And then we're involved in the process of being at the builder meetings. When you're meeting remotely by Zoom, we're on those. We're going to the home inspections in person.
Every 14 days, we're doing video.
Getting video, all those kind of things. So I just kind of would like to hear you say that everything that I just said is correct, and give people a comfort level that Jeff and Mark are okay. It's okay to work with them.
They're all right.
You're all good.
So, all right, you're in good hands with them. Yes, to your point, builders do pay their commission. So if a client's coming in and you're working with Jeff and Mark, you're looking at resale homes and you're just not finding the right home, and now they bring you in our model, you fall in love with our model homes, you want to build or buy a spec home, either one is great, but we will be paying the commission to Jeff and Mark. So you don't, there's no outside commission. You don't get a discount for not using a realtor. We just can't add a realtor after you're under contract, of course.
Right.
So we do
And it's
know that they're
important
working
to
with you,
go
but
in the first time with the realtor. And so it's super important for you to call us and just say, hey, listen, I want to go see this neighbor, and we'll go in with you. We're going to talk about the contracts. We're going to talk about all that stuff. And we typically do that by Zoom meeting because a lot of people are coming in to town from out of state. And so we have those meetings ahead of time by Zoom. And then we go in with you the first time. Or if you're in the area and you say, hey, I want to stop by, call us. We're going to call Jackie and say, hey, listen, Bill and Susan are coming in, and Jackie will meet with you. We don't have to walk through the door the very first time with you. You can just, if you want to stop in and check out the model homes, just circle up with us beforehand.
If there's a Bill and Susan watching right now, just say that's us.
Yeah.
So that would be really cool.
That would be amazing. Yeah. If we could sell another.
a lot of buyers do that too. They don't want to bother the Jeff and Marks. They don't want to bother you. They're just looking. They got here early. They just want to see the model homes before they meet with you, and that's completely fine. Just give us a heads up. And we always ask them, are you working with a realtor?
Yeah.
So you don't have to physically be with us, but it's good to know that if they're coming in.
For sure.
Well, I think this has been awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is fun.
Yeah, we'll get this out on our Facebook channel too. If you're not following that, it's Livin Carolina Team.
I think I'm following you guys on everything.
Living, and we'll tag Jackie in it because she's like a superstar with media too. I've seen. So
and we really like when you listen. I know that all the Khovanian realtors there are fantastic and all the. But we just have relationships with certain realtors
people
in the neighborhood
for a reason.
Yeah. And we've done the vetting. So hook up with us if you want to book a Zoom call with us to talk about this neighborhood or any others. Mark, what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, so there'll be a QR code here right at the end. There will be a short little video. You can scan that QR code, book a Zoom call with us, and we would love to see you and chat with you on Zoom or the phone.
Yeah.
You can text us, email us.
Smoke signal.
All that is down in the description as well. So until next time, Jackie, we'll see you soon.
Thank you guys. It was nice seeing you.
So much. Have a good one.
Okay, take care. Bye.